Welcome back to the channel, guys. In our last video, we were still waiting for our insulation to show up for the bedroom. And because of that, Cody started cutting into our container shop to put in a man door. Oh, and we also ran into a surprise snake in the chicken coop. It was a wild week. Since then, things have finally started moving. The spray foam arrived, but because we're in our rainy season, the humidity's been pretty high, which means we still can't spray foam just yet. So we're installing a mini split in the bedroom to help dry it out a bit. And speaking of all that rain, the container project is not going to finish itself. So we've been squeezing in welding and door work whenever the weather lets up. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Alright, so as you guys know, we have been working in the bedroom of our shipping container house. We took down all the walls, we've re-insulated, and then through that process, we decided we wanted to add even more insulation in. We've been waiting for that to come in the mail. It did. It has arrived, and so it is a smaller kit, as you can tell. We didn't need the big full kit for what we're doing. We're mostly just doing like touch-ups in a few different areas, so this tiny little kit will suffice. But the issue is that it's been raining nonstop. Obviously, it's our spring season here. We're supposed to get even more rain in the forecast. The room has to be at a certain humidity to be able to spray foam, and we need to bring that humidity down. So we were already planning on adding in a DIY mini split kit in our bedroom, so that way on those super hot days it'll be beneficial, and on those brutally cold winter nights it'll be beneficial. We'll be able to get, you know, the AC and heater functioning in this room. Our house is only 640 square feet. It's 2 shipping containers put side by side on a foundation. We have a mini split kit in our living room and we absolutely love it, but as you can tell, half of the house is blocked off. We definitely think that there's some room for improvement, and that's why we want to add one in our bedroom. Cody has been getting the kit out of the box and just looking at everything that it comes with, and so I'll probably turn it over to him and he'll be installing it. The kit that we are installing is the DIY Series 12K 115 volt mini split kit through Mr. Cool.
First thing we need to do is get the drywall down that's above the closet. So these DIY kits are pretty easy. They come with just about everything you need to get them hooked up, except for tools. You gotta have your own tools. But they have a nice little handy template to put up here so you know where everything's gonna be at, where you need to make your holes and all that. It's got a nice size instruction manual with all the details you can need in there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. We're gonna start running our condensate drain line. All right, now that we have our holes drilled, we're gonna go ahead and put our 1/2-inch PVC condensate pipe in the wall. Now it does come with this flexible tubing, so if you're going just straight to the outside, you don't need to do it this way, but we want it to be a permanent install. We want our lines to be inside the wall so it looks nice and flush and you don't see anything on the outside. So instead of using this, we're just gonna use the Schedule 40 PVC. Before we close the wall back up, we'll throw some spray foam over it. That way it doesn't condensate inside the wall. This doesn't have to be exact. Actually making it longer than it needs to be because I'm not under the house, so I don't know how much room I need under there. So I'm gonna make it about 1 foot longer than I need it to be. But it's too long to be able to put it in the way it is now, so we gotta trim it at least a little bit. That's the ground. All right, now we're just gonna start putting it all together. So we'll put a little bit of primer on there, a little bit in here, and we'll grab our glue and do the same thing, but we'll kind of let that try and air dry for a second first. We don't want it to be wet whenever we put it on there.
Is the primer clear?
Well, I think the primer used to be purple, but it's a little old.
What happened there, baby?
I kind of didn't think that through.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. There you go. Nice.
Now we're gonna do the same thing with this pipe and get it glued together. Next, we're gonna drill holes for our refrigerant lines to be able to go through the floor. I'm gonna see if I can zip tie the insulation up so that way it'll glide through the hole in the floor a little easier. I don't want it to get all ripped up going through the wood.
Cool. It'll work.
I'm going under the house. I need you to watch for the lines to come out of the hole in the floor.
I feel super bad for Cody because, as you guys know, we did all of the siding around the house except for by the pump house. So he has to crawl in on the far side and go all the way to the very corner of the container house. Because of the elevation difference, he doesn't have that much space. So I feel bad for him. He's such a trooper.
There you go.
I think we're good.
I'd rather have too much than not enough. The last thing we're going to drill in here is a hole for our wire that goes from the inside unit to the outside unit. We're gonna get ready to install the outside unit. So the first thing I'm gonna do is drill a hole through the siding for the refrigerant lines and the electrical line to come out. And then I'm gonna go crawl back under the house again. It started raining pretty hard last night. It literally just stopped about 20 minutes ago, so it rained all night. But I had to rush through it. I wasn't able to get a whole lot of clips, but I did get it hooked up. I have it dehumidifying the room now. A couple things that I wasn't able to go over because of the rain and all that. This thing actually comes with a pre-charged line set, so the lines that go from the indoor unit to the outdoor unit already have refrigerant in them. So you don't need a vacuum pump or any kind of special tools like that to be able to get it hooked up. They make it super, super easy. You literally just connect the fittings together, open the valve, and it's good to go. Well, check for leaks, but as long as it's not leaking, then it's good to go. So as you know, we already had a different mini split installed in our living room. It's a different brand than Mr. Cool. And going from installing that one to installing this one was like night and day. It was so much easier. With the other one, I had to use a vacuum pump, make sure all the lines were vacuumed down, so that way I didn't have any moisture in the lines or anything like that, any air that got trapped in there. Moisture can kind of cause little icicles inside of it and make the AC not work very well. So luckily, since I used to work on cars, I had a vacuum pump and was able to do that. But you know, for the average person, most people don't have a $400 vacuum pump, you know. So thanks again to Mr. Cool for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to get your own Mr. Cool AC, everything you need to know will be linked down in the description.
Right, as you know, Cody has been working on putting a door into the container shop, which he explained to you guys a little bit earlier on why he's doing this, mostly so that way he can get in here and work without having to open up the container doors, especially when it's like rainy and stuff like that, when we're not able to, you know, do a whole lot down there. With that being said, he has done a majority of this project on his own and has filmed himself, which has been awesome. Thank you, because I've been able to get a lot done back at the house. But today I think it's time for me to put in some work.
See if those welding skills still hold up.
Yeah, I know. Hopefully it's muscle memory, because I couldn't tell you right now. So first I need to grind down the edge and get it all cleaned up, and then get to welding. And what I need to do it in small sections, right?
I mean, yeah, you can see where oh yeah, welding, yeah.
You don't want to do one straight line, correct?
Yeah, you don't want to do too much and put too much heat into one part of the pipe and it be cold over here, because then it can cause it to warp and deform and things like that. So you want the heat to be as evenly distributed as possible, and you want to kind of slowly warm the whole thing up. You don't want to just put a ton of heat into it from being cold, because I mean, it's only like 55 out. Metal's cold to the touch, so
yeah. First things first, I need to put my hair back. Okay.
This one will probably fit you better too, because it's a little small for me.
Oh, I don't need to put it on right now.
And you want to keep painting metal out of your hair and stuff.
Did you hear that? Before everybody critiques me, I'm putting it in the back for now, and then to the side, to which I'm welding later.
Is that tight enough up top? It looks like you got gaps right here. I need to tighten these.
Okay, so we switched because Cody's gonna do everything on the top that I can't reach, and then he's also gonna do in the corners. I'm really just gonna do the straights, since I barely know what I'm doing, kind of welder, you know?
All right, so since Summer's a little short, even with the step stool, I'm gonna go ahead and weld the top, and then she's gonna do down the side. So let's get to it.
Yeah, big old hand.
I mean, I think it looks good. I just think you're...
But how do I make it go not so wide?
Go faster. move down faster. You know what I'm saying? You go down and then just flick it back up. Go down, flick it back up.
I'm doing it like this. Obviously, it's different, but that's kind of the motion that I'm...
Yeah, you just need to be bigger with it.
So I need to go wider or I need to go longer?
Here, let me show you.
Longer, you mean? Okay. I got you.
You just have to watch your weld puddle. Like you'll see it moving and know what to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like you see the puddle start, like the liquid puddle start to come down, and then there will be a gap on this side, right? So you just flick it back up to connect it to the other metal, then keep going. Flick it back up.
Okay. From there to there.
You just
Kind of got big.
got one hole right there.
Yeah. And kind of got big right there.
So see, you were going fast here, and then it looks like you slowed down.
I
You went a little too fast, and you got a hole, and then you started to slow down.
Yeah. Because I saw the hole and I was like, crap. Right there, though, what about like that right there? You see what I'm talking about right there?
Yeah.
Is that where I tried to connect them and didn't do a good job?
I mean, yeah, you didn't wait long enough. Because that looks like it didn't penetrate and it's just sitting on top. So you should have sat there a little longer, waited for it to get molten, and then started moving.
It's a learning curve.
I mean, I didn't do any better above you, so.
I don't know what
And welding this kind of steel is just tough. It's a different ball game.
I feel like when I see Dylan post his little pictures on Facebook, I feel like they look very consistent and like they're really
Like
nice.
a stack of dimes.
Yeah. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
There's some dimes, quarters, nickels. There's all different sizes there. Like Cootie said, you have to weld in stages because you don't want the metal to warp and pull. So I did a little bit up there, a little bit down here. I'm just kind of going down and up. This looks terrible. I think it's because I didn't wait long enough, so I'm not going to even show y'all that. But the slag off so that way we can keep going. Not bad, not perfect, decent. Okay, let's do this one. Not bad, not perfect. Are you happy with it?
Yeah. Looks good, babe.
I feel like the is very
No, that's better than what I did, for sure.
If I had to say, I think this one's probably my best one yet.
Very nice.
I'm probably gonna hurt my own feelings by telling y'all to do this, but rate my welds in the comments. I'm over here thinking that I broke the welder when in reality we were out of wire. And not just out of wire in the machine, like there's no wire on the Homestead. And I feel like this happens to us oh so often. Okay, I'm gonna take this monkey suit off. All right, we're back. We got how to put this on. So will you help me out?
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Okay, I'm starving.
Yeah, me too.
A lot of stuff needs to be done. Sorry, y'all, we're dirty. A lot of stuff needs to be done that I can't do, like the top portion, and then inside here, there's still a ton of paint. So all that needs to be cleaned up before I can keep welding. So you're gonna do that and do the top?
Yep.
And I'm gonna feed you.
Sounds good.
And then I'll do some more welding.
All right.
I sent my welds to our friend Dylan.
Remember, he welded the foundation for us.
Yeah, he's done a few other things. And I guess they were crappy enough that he's like, I'll just come over myself. No, what did he say that we needed to do? Or what it would do better?
He thinks we should stick weld it, so I think that's what he's gonna try and do.
Okay, well, less work for me. Let's go make Philly cheesesteaks.